Now, when you saw this animation, if you've seen this animation before, like in a video or something, you've probably seen it on this katana here, the Chino-Rashi, or whatever it's called. You know, you've probably seen it on this. And you probably think like, oh, it's just a special animation for this one weapon? No, it's not. These are two other katanas. And one is the Wise katana from the DLC, and one is just a katana I bought. We're gonna go test them all out. So we're at a convoy here, and we're gonna test it out. So, like, if you've seen the videos before, you probably, like, every video always shows the Shino-Rashi. Obviously, because it's like this special katana. So it's always like the first katana everybody sees, and obviously they notice the new animation. And this is where a lot of people get tricked, thinking like, oh, this is just special for this one weapon. No, Techland changed the entire combat, like the swinging animation, for every weapon, every katana. Just like how they changed the animations for the attacks and the animations for the one-handed weapons. They changed it for the katanas in the Chapter 2 update. So here's the Chino-Arashi. So you've probably seen this in videos, you know. Okay, so that's the Chino-Arashi. We're going to switch to the Wise Katana, the DLC weapon. It's a DLC weapon. It's been here long before the Chino-Arashi. As you can see, the same animation. Now this is just a katana I got from the store. So you can clearly see that it's not a special animation for one katana. It's a special animation for every katana. And we have to understand that Techland is changing their combat system for us. You know, everybody's here saying like, oh, change the combat. It's not like Dying Light 1. They're changing the combat. And you know what? This is actually much more better than the combat in Dying Light 1. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for saying that, but I'm going to be brave, and I'm just going to say it, man. I've played Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2. The swinging animation for almost every weapon in Dying Light 1 is the same. And obviously, when people talk about the combat for Dying Light 1, they're like, oh, how the zombies and the enemies react. They're clearly fixing it, but they're also adding in animations for specific weapons. And that's good. That brings uniqueness. It brings specialness to the certain type of weapon you're using. Whereas the swinging animation for a pipe you found in the garbage and the swinging animation for a god tier machete are literally the same thing in Dying Light 1. And like I said, whatever floats your boat, man. I mean, we still have the normal animations for, like, if you like the normal animations, just use a normal weapon. So if that's like the animation you like, go for it. But they're adding these unique new animations for different weapons, okay? So first, with the community patch, it was the one-handed weapons, and now with the Chapter 2 update, it's katanas. So don't be fooled. Don't think they're just doing this for one katana. Don't think like, oh, they changed the animation for one katana? That's it? That's so lazy. No, this is every katana. Don't get it wrong. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I've been seeing kind of a couple comments on other people's videos saying like, oh, how, like, you know, oh, this game is so bad and shit like that. Like, how is it bad? They're fixing it. They're doing what you want. It's an improvement, okay? I'm going to give you a hot take. Dying Light 2 is an improvement to Dying Light 1. Sure, it doesn't do everything as good. Sure, some things in Dying Light 1 do better. But I don't remember katanas doing that in Dying Light 1. Do you? No. Katanas, swords, maces, pipes, wrenches, they all did the same thing. Same animation. You really only got a different animation if you were using knives and heavy two-handed weapons. That's it. That's only when the animation would change. And to be fair, like, oh, two-handed weapons, oh, one-handed weapons, like, they have similar uh, attack animations. I'm sure that'll change in the future too. But yeah, like, I've just seen a lot of people get confused, thinking that this is only for the one weapon. This is not. They overhauled the animation and attack for all katanas. Like I said, first it was the one-handed weapons, one-handed machete. It had the same animation as before. Like this one-handed mace, I guess. I don't know. Like as you can see, that was a bit different. I guess not every one-handed weapon, more like one-handed blunt weapons, but they're clearly, changing it. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Just wanted to tell everybody this is a special animation for every katana. Not one katana, not two katanas, every katana has this animation now. And if you like the old animation, then just don't use katanas anymore, I guess. Just use normal one-handed slicing weapons. Upgrades, people, upgrades. It's all about the upgrades. It's not about... I'm going on a little rant, alright? Because I get it, man. They should have done this from day one. If you're mad about that, that's fair. But the fact that they're changing it because we all asked is good.